Can I have everybody's attention, please? Alright, can we have everybody's attention, please, ladies and gentlemen? I have the brothers of the groom, Joe and Matt.
Good evening, everybody. For those of you who don't know us, I'm Joe. This is Matt. And the three of us together with Donny are the Brothers Club. Before Matt and I give our toast for tonight, we just wanted to give a few acknowledgments first. First to the parents of the bride and groom, my mom and dad, Will and Jeannie, and also Shore and Baram, Shayda's parents. Please give a round of applause. Together they put together a wonderful weekend. I'd also like to acknowledge the matriarchs in our family. We have Mama June, who is up here up front. And my grandma Betty, who I think is taking a siesta so she can get back out for the second round of dancing. And lastly, on behalf of Donny and Shayda, we'd like to thank each and every one of you for being here today. Whether you came from across the country or just down the 405, your presence is a blessing. And so on behalf of Donny and Shayda, thank you, and please give yourselves a round of applause.
So I'm Matt, Donny's younger brother, which means I was Donny's roommate. Not a great roommate, but there was also an implication as a younger brother that, this is your role model. Donny is your behavioral model in this world. That was great stuff. So we don't need to get into anything negative. But what Donny always brings is excitement. Exciting things happen when you're around town. He's excitable, he wants to excite you. Gangster rap, rock climbing, coffee brewing, gardening at your apartment. Just everything's really exciting. And that's good. That's what makes Donny magnetic, that's what makes him charismatic. He cares about things. And he pours his heart into them. And frankly, it set the foundation for what's happened over the last 7 years. Academic, career, now it's scripts. Really an incredible, inspiring story for me personally, definitely. But that all started not coincidentally in Berkeley, where he met Shayda. We fell in love with Shayda. And he didn't need to do much evangelizing to us about Shayda. You just got to meet her, and she smiles right there on cue. Like that, and you can see her warmth and how fun she is, and the first night she's effusive and just wants you to have a great time, and then you spend more time with her and you learn how smart and motivated and motivating she can be and self-confident. And then you bring her to Christmas. It's just competitive. She likes the rules to be followed in charades. But mostly, she's there just forming strong relationships with the people she loves and the people that are in her new family. And that's happened with me, that's happened with my wife Katie, and I'm sure all of you have experienced the same. So, congrats to both of you. Cheers. I'm so happy you found each other.
We're doing 2 toasts for the price of 2. So when I was thinking about what to say for Donny and Shayda, I was looking at the poet Rumi, who was quoted a few times during the ceremony today, and he had a quote that I thought spoke really well of them individually and them together. And that's, "Only from the heart can you touch the sky." And Donnie's always been a man of heart, a man of fire, a man of passion. When Donnie sees something he wants, when Donnie finds something he truly cares about, he pours himself into it with every fiber of his being. And when that happens, you better step back and watch out, because that's when the magic happens. This happens in a lot of different ways in Donnie's life. One of them that the cousins have got to see is in video games. There's this game called Halo, which some of you may have seen. Shout out to the rowdy tables in the back. For those of you who don't know, it's basically like a war-style game. You get on teams, you play capture the flag. Now, when most of us play this game, we just kind of play the game. So you come to life, you grab a gun, you go around and shoot at people, you get shot, sometimes you grab the flag, but you're just kind of wandering around. That's not how Donnie plays it. Donnie basically hacks the game with his brain. He finds glitches and secret tunnels and passageways that no one else would even think to look for. He did this one move. If you ever played capture the flag against him, imagine you're guarding your base and you see this car coming at you at full speed. You start shooting at the car, and suddenly the car pivots around and the man ejects himself from the vehicle of the car. He simultaneously throws a grenade and shoots a rocket, which propels the car in this perfect spin up and over into the top of the base, and it lands down on the flag. Now the genius of this is it kills the person who was guarding the flag. Donnie then runs into the base, gets the flag, gets in the car, runs over the person who came in after him to try to kill him, and sails back to the base. Now, whether you're on his team or you're his opponent, all you can do is pick your jaw off the floor and say, "What the hell was that?" And what that was the master at work. Because when Donnie loves something and Donnie pours himself into something, he masters it. And that's what we saw with Donnie's career in immunology. I think if you put some of Donnie's grade school and high school teachers together and you said, "Hey, would you predict that Donnie would be a straight A PhD student who would win an award at the Cal State System for having the best science project? Basically being an all-around baller," I think a lot of them might express some surprise. But the wisest ones would not. Because when you know Donnie, you know that he's a man of passion. He's not a box checker. It's not like he gets the syllabus and just robotically goes through it. If Donnie doesn't want to read Hamlet, Donnie ain't going to read Hamlet. And he's not going to make much effort trying to make you pretend to think that he did. But when Donnie latches his teeth into something, he goes absolutely all in. And that's what he did with this. He went from living in Oregon to moving to Berkeley, completing his prereqs, applying to grad school, applying to this PhD program. He's now in an elite program in the country. And I think, based on the conversation we had last night after a few drinks, I think diabetes should be cured here in about a month or two. So eat all the cake you want tonight. Donnie's got you. It's all good. And that's what's so special to me about Donny and Shayda's relationship, is I see Donnie pouring himself into their life together with that same intensity and that same passion that we see elsewhere. They're building a life together, they're building a home together, and maybe most importantly of all, they're pursuing their dreams, both their individual dreams and the dreams they share as a couple. There's so much to love about Shayda. I think one of the things I love about her is that same passion or drive she has. She graduated from UC Berkeley. Can we get a round of applause? Shayda graduated from UC Berkeley, which means she has a degree from the second best school in the UC system. Shayda then went through a grueling chiropractic program and has now launched her career. But as cousins, we don't usually get to see that side of Shayda. What we see is kind of what Matt alluded to, is when Shayda plays games. Shayda playing French charades at our family Thanksgiving. Shayda playing this game called Werewolf. What you learn very quickly is that you really, really, really want to be on Shayda's team. Because Shayda's instantly become the best person in the game. But not only that, she will learn how to psychologically break down every single opponent in the room. So this werewolf game, sometimes you get a card, you're a villager, you're trying to pretend you're a werewolf, or vice versa. Shayda will look into your soul And she doesn't need to say anything. You just kind of limp into your chair and go, okay, I'll figure it out. And to see that same fire and that same spirit, I think that's part of what makes them such a perfect couple. And the last thing I'll say is this. If you know Donny, if you have a close relationship with Donny, there's one thing you know about all else. And that's that Donny's loyal. Donny has your back, maybe the way no one else in your life would have your back. And when you have a brother like that, you want to make sure that he's going to be in the hands of somebody who has his back the way he's always had yours. And that's why I welcome Shayda into my family so eagerly and so gladly, because in her I see someone who's got my brother's back the way he has always had mine and he's always had Matt's. We could please raise a glass to Donny and to Shayda.